Equestria was shrouded in a haze and the three ethnic groups were in endless conflicts. I dreamed disputes, wars, and the Wendigo came again. I dreamed the princesses forged a magical instrument in order to unite, but they had never expected that ponies' hearts would be fickle, and their efforts would fail.
From that day on, Cadance had the same dream from time to time. The scenes in the dream made her uneasy, but what made her even more uneasy was the reality. Since Twilight Sparkle ascended the throne, Equestria has been peaceful. Even if evil occasionally comes, it will be thwarted by the friendship of the princess and her best friends. The seeds of friendship are sown all over the world, and creatures of different races and cultures have made friends with Equestria. The legendary paradise seems to have come to Earth. However, Cadance's extraordinary perception was never wrong. Even in this peaceful vision, differences, conflicts, and malice still existed. Countless hearts were either actively or passively infected by these emotions and turned black, hidden in the rainbow-like river of emotional light, forming a hole that made the horse uneasy. This made Cadance particularly alert. In order to prevent those terrible dreams from becoming reality, the only way is to completely eliminate these holes. But Cadance knows that this is impossible. The heart is fickle, and even the Alicorns, who are as powerful as godness, can only serve as guides and educators. No one can completely control the heart. All she can do is try her best. She is the Alicorn of love, one of the mechanisms that the goddess of sun created to keep Equestria forever. But she is far from a true godness. She can heal and mend one broken heart. But what about hundreds or millions of broken hearts? In her long life as a Alicorn, she gradually realized that this super pony body also had its limits. She could not shine forever on the world, like the rising sun and the bright moon. One day, the needle and thread in her hooves would have to be handed over to the next generation. So she continued to study and pass on her experience and knowledge to more ponies and creatures. Before she knew it, she had many students who inherited her knowledge, traveled all over the world, and helped countless heartbroken creatures. But the void still exists. Even if it is reduced in size, it will spread inadvertently. There is no end to this battle without gunpowder. Let it be, some voices said. You already know that heart cannot control it, so why bother worrying about things that are destined to change? The world has already praised your name. You have created an amazing feat. It's time to stop and enjoy your achievements. Cadance didn't answer because she was worried about something else. Her beloved Flurry Heart had changed at some point. She began to avoid her in shining armor, slacked off in her training and homework, and hid in her room all day. What made her even more uneasy was that Flurry Heart seemed to be chatting with some other dimensional being all day. Cadance immediately thought of the Empire's mortal enemy, the Umbrum. She anxiously asked her daughter, but Flurry Heart tried to evade her by saying that she was just chatting with an imaginary friend. Cadance's anxious concern and worry disturbed her rationality, and she had a quarrel with her daughter for the first time. It was not until her daughter teleported away crying that she realized that in a place she could not see, her daughter's heart was covered with countless tiny cracks. Oh, my Celestia, when did she lose her precious little snowflake? With tears of regret soaking her mane, she searched every corner of the castle. But when she finally found her daughter, it was too late. If she could take the time to care about her daughter, if she could patiently listen to her plea at every moment of missing her, then she would not.
There are no ifs, little princess.
If you hadn't neglected your precious daughter for so long, we wouldn't have had the chance to invade her mind and take control of that damn crystal heart.
Ribia, how dare you use my daughter?
Don't make excuses for your failure, little girl. As a mother, you don't manage your property properly, letting it go out of your sight and become something you can't control. This is your dereliction of duty as a mother.
What possessions? She is my daughter, not an object.
The rewrite of the Crystal Heart has been completed, Mother. The three guardians have all been silenced. The gate to the Shadow Realm will be fully opened, and the Empire's defense mechanism is expected to be completely paralyzed within 10 minutes.
You did well, Ira. I knew that, as the last of many, you would be far more obedient than your indecisive brothers and sisters. Go tell your fellow compatriots that the bloodline of Rosen is about to be cut off, and the Crystal Empire is mine!
I understand, but...
What more nonsense do you want to talk about? Go!
Mother, you promised me that you would leave Flurry Heart to me.
Oh, that girl, I remember now. As a reward for the greatest hero, she is now yours. Take out her heart and let the Alicorn's blood completely corrupt the Crystal Heart.
What? No, that's not what you said at the beginning.
What's wrong? That's what I meant then, and that's what I mean now. Know your place, Ira. I'm not negotiating with you. This is an order. Take out her heart right now, and then tear up a few more crystal ponies somewhere else. If you kill enough of them, I'll forgive your defiance.
But you said that if we drain her magic power, you can let her live.
Don't you even listen to your mother, Ira.
Princess! Catch Flurry! Run!
Somatosensory time stop. How dare you fool me with such a trick?
So noisy. Is it the Ursa again? Your Majesty? What's going on? What's going on in the palace?
Sucrose, I have transmitted a special positioning magic to you. You can follow its instructions to find Chrysalis. Once you find her, take Flurry Heart with you and go to Canterlot or Silver Shoals with her. Do you understand?
Me? And that Chrysalis? Are you kidding me?
After the matter is settled, I will write a letter of recommendation for you to the Friendship School in the name of the General Manager of Rosen Royal College, and then contact the Dusk Royal Court directly to eliminate all your debts. My daughter is in your hands, Mr. Sucrose.
Task. I hope you can fulfill your promise in time by then, Your Majesty. Cadance! Fortunately you are! Oh my! How dare they hurt you like that? Where's Flurry? Did you find her?
She was with my trusted pony. Shining, immediately activate the backup energy. Assemble the royal guards to set up a counter barrier with a radius of 1 km with the crystal hole as the center. And the remaining troops go to the city to evacuate civilians.
Your Majesty, we have discovered and dispelled several portals in dark crystals, but umbrums continue to appear.
Fortitude! How dare you, the bastard, kill my subordinates?
Shining!
Don't waste your time, you little pony. We used up your immature magic tens of thousands of years ago. Little princess, I advise you to kneel down and surrender as soon as possible. I can still consider putting your beautiful little heads together and stick them on the top of the tower.
Madam, the team in the Embassy District was ambushed by the Changeling Alliance. There's something strange about their magic. Requesting more support.
Don't give me excuses. I told you that the magic of the changelings has evolved, but you not only ignored my words, but also wasted precious manpower and time for those inferior creatures.
He was your subordinate, and he was injured. And you actually...
How can you care about your enemies when you are about to die? That's why you ponies are so stupid that you fall into the same trap again and again.
It's you who took advantage of their kindness and trust and used their own children as tools. You are simply the most disgusting creature on this earth.
Don't waste your time. Your hateful love, magic is nothing but fireworks without the blessing of the Crystal Heart. It is your scornful lies and domination that have kept me alive from ancient times to the present day. And what about you ponies? Look at what is in front of you. The descendants of Rosen. Not only did your flattering kindness and trust fail to protect you, but it also made your unfortunate subjects our prey.
I really have to thank your lovely daughter, little princess.
If she hadn't been coaxed into obedience by my daughter, I wouldn't have been able to learn about the movements of your main forces and the latest situation of the Crystal Heart in time. Now, your only lifeline has been mine. Our hatred for millions of years will become the new driving force of this country. The Crystal Empire will disappear from the world forever, and all living beings will only fear my name, the mother of Umbrums, Rabia. My power and wisdom will be passed down forever, and you will be exterminated here.
And all this is because you are too weak.
Me, Amor, Cadance.
In a distant place called Bridal Town, a kind couple adopted an abandoned filly. This filly grew up in a loving environment. Love to her is a pure emotion. As long as you give love, the other party will respond to your kindness. But a child-turned monster enters her life. The monster mistakes hurt and control for love and hurts many ponies. The filly tries to save her with her love, but the monster dies in front of her. The monster's blood turned into crystals and remained forever in the little filly's eyes. This reminded her all the time that she failed to save a child who had gone astray. This also made her realize that not all love is as gentle and pure as she had learned. This confused her. The filly became the princess's apprentice. She found that the answer to her puzzlement could not be found in the library. So she said goodbye to the princess, traveled to various towns, engaged in various jobs, trying to find the answer through action. She met countless ponies and witnessed countless kinds of love. Love can be the dullness after being tempered by the years, can be the burning passion for a career, unwavering commitment to an ideal. But love can also be an excuse for control and harm, and a mask worn for one's own selfishness. The filly's question was not only not answered, became even more hazy. 10,000 ponies have hundreds of millions of situations, and these situations have derived endless love. Every time she wants to agree or deny a certain love, always be a more noble or more despicable love that breaks into her eyes and dazzles her. So what does love mean to me? After being puzzled for a long time, she turned her gaze back to herself. Is it loyalty to my lover? Is it the love as a mother? Is it my duty as a princess? Philly still didn't get a definite answer. She seemed to understand something. Love is a warm seed that will take root and blossom in the hearts of all beings, blooming with colors that move ponies. This color will bring all creatures as together, allowing them to have a compassionate heart, a pair of tolerant eyes, and make them believe that there will be a world in the future where all beings can live in peace without claws and teeth. The yearning for this world will make them closely connected, care for each other, and pass on this yearning to future generations. She wants to protect and pass on this love, but her power is far less than that of the ancient princesses, but she still wants to do what she can within her ability to let the ponies and even all living beings understand the power of this gentle color. But it was not until now that she realized that she was too tired to open her eyes. Tracking the signal. Sucrose has found Chrysalis. Have they left the border with Flurry? The That's great.
Your name has been spread all over the world. You have accomplished a great feat, and your most cherished daughter is now safe. It is time to stop and take a good rest.
But Umbra is still there. My subjects. If we let those demons go, not only the Crystal Empire, but the whole world will.
Don't worry. Just wait for your sister-in-law and her friends to save everything as usual. You have already admitted that you are weak, so why do you want to bear a burden that is too heavy for you?
I admit it. I don't have the power to shake the planet like my aunts, nor do I have Twilight's genius understanding of magic. I am just an ordinary pony who is visited by luck by chance, a third-rate gardener who has only planted one kind of flower in his entire life. Although it is a pity that I am afraid I can't go on, I believe that the seeds I planted will definitely sprout, and their flowers will bloom all over the world. I have not set foot on.
Ha! Dying prey always uses some high-sounding words to cover up their fear. Failure is failure. No living thing will remember your name. And I, Lydia, will be the eternal victor and brand my name in the hearts of every one of your subjects until thousands of years.
Her Trinity, wanting to be remembered, are these so important to you? Rubia, even if you can be immortal and trample all civilizations, there will be no one around you. No one will remember the powerful queen of Umbrum's Rubia, and your so-called power and wisdom will not be passed on. The future that awaits you will only be bleak and empty.
My existence is the embodiment of strength and wisdom. I don't need to be remembered by the weak. Even my weak children are just stepping stones for my great cause. In the end, it's because you are too weak. What else do you want to say? Are you trying to influence me with your ridiculous pink lovely hearts? And then, forgive me, self-righteously.
If I forgive you, I will never forgive myself. I originally thought that we would have something in common as both of us are mothers, but it seems that I was wrong. You are just a naughty child who has lived for a long time but is still arrogant, willful, and selfish. I will correct you. First, don't touch other ponies' things.
This girl's connection with the Crystal Heart has not been severed yet. Are those three idiots still alive?
Second, don't think that being powerful means you don't have to bear any consequences. Restrictions lifted.
My senses are slowing down. I've already told you that your so-called time stop doesn't work on me. Wait, no, it's the flow of time that's slowing down. What did you do?
You desire eternity, so I will give it to you. Rubia, you will enjoy eternity with me in the eternal stagnant flow of time.
Idiot, this scale of super-level magic. Do you want to involve your country as well?
My crimes will be judged by future generations, and you and your minions never step out of the Crystal Empire.